This little girl is going to be practically in all of my videos because every time I hit record, she crawls on my lap. So this is Cleo, if you don't know her. She's my sweet baby girl. So I came on here today because I am really feeling the call to create community, and specifically to create a women's circle. It'll be virtual at first. Eventually, I think I will do an in-person women's circle in my Culpeper County, Virginia area to support women in person, because I think we all want that tactile community with other women. And I'm finding that in the last year, I have really plugged into women's circles, and they have been the most nourishing as well as the most reflective spaces for me. There's something very beautiful that happens when women come together and just share about what is going on in life. We all learn so much from each other's experiences, and I think this is that aspect that we all really crave these days. You know, we live in a time where there's so much busyness, so much going to and fro, to work, to wherever, and we can get lost in wanting to just take time to ourselves. I know I, for one, was the kind of person that was like, my bandwidth cannot take anymore. And so I would isolate because I felt like I didn't have any, look at that face, any energy left to give to anyone. And there's a time and place for that. But there's also a time and place for coming together as women, as human beings, and really building each other up, encouraging each other, and even just that sacred witnessing that comes from seeing each other and calling each other to higher. Sometimes we can get into this fix-it mode, and while we might know or think we know the perfect resolution for someone, the truth is, until they come to that conclusion for themselves, until they see and feel with their own bodies the shift and change that they need to make, the decision that they need to make, and even the actions that they need to take in their life to see the change that they desire and that you see they desire. It is in this sacred witnessing and reflection and contemplation that we offer to each other that really starts to actually happen. Because saying to somebody, this is what you need to do to fix it, unless they are ready to hear that, unless they already have stated they want you to solve their problem, they will not receive it. But women become more receptive when we are sitting next to each other, when we are in a circle with each other, and when we have shared and not been judged and not been immediately told, this is your fix. We become receptive when we are seen and heard and felt. It allows that hard exterior and that hardened heart to soften. It allows the womb space to soften. And when a woman is soft, she can be open. And when she is open, she can actually start to see the very things that she is meant to see in that moment. And that would allow her to actually receive from her own experience, from her own sensation, and from the reflection that others offer to her. It is time to make this change. And I want to make it. And so this is a type of space that I desire to offer to women, a space where they can soften into themselves, soften to other women in such a way that they are nourished and held and encouraged. And from all of that, they might start to actually see the effects of being totally held in all areas of their life, not just in the one area where they think they need the most help. We don't treat anything from a singular perspective. A woman needs that multi-dimensional contemplation, that multi-dimensional reflection of her life. And it changes everything else. So, I would love to hear if any of you would enjoy being in community with me, in space with me, because I will be opening up in December a women's circle. It'll be virtual, online, so that way we can sit together, cuddle together around the proverbial fire, in circle, shoulder to shoulder, because there is no hierarchy here. This is just women being women together. We are re-establishing tribe, and I think this would be so nourishing. So let me know in the comments below or shoot me a DM. I would love to hear from you and to discuss with you what this might look like. Until next time, be well.